And the second thing is the concept of Siyamut Tatabbu. Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam prescribed the Psalm of Ashura. At another occasion he prescribed the Psalm of Arafah, the fasting of the 9th day of Zil Hajjah. At third occasion he prescribed the Siyam 6 fastings of month of Shawwal after the Eid al-Fitr. At fourth occasion he prescribed the Siyam of Sha'ban, and specifically the fasting of the mid of the month of Sha'ban, which means 15th of Sha'ban, 16th. And then Holy Prophet Muhammad prescribed 3 fastings every month, the 13th, 14th and 15th of the lunar month. And then Holy Prophet Muhammad prescribed a Sawmut Tatabbu on the Monday, Yawmul Isnain, and Thursday also. And Holy Prophet said, An Abi Qatadah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, Anna Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam su'ila an sawmi yawm al-isnain. فقال ذلك يوم ولدت فيه ويوم بعثت فيه أو أنزل علي رواه مسلم. وقال لأبي هريرة رضي الله تعالى عنه عن أبي هريرة أيضا. Holy Prophet said that it is better to fast on Monday, because this is the day of my milad, this is the day of my birth, and this is the day of my being raised, my bi'asah, and this is the deal of being revelation of Holy Quran. This started on this day on me. So these are the Siyamut Tatabbu, which means that since the process of fasting is a process of the spiritual purification and spiritual enlightenment of the man, that's why the concept of fasting should not be confined only to the month of Ramadan. After the expiry of month of Ramadan, we should continue this practice off and on. This practice in Shawwal, and the practice of 3 fastings every month, the practice in Shaban, the practice in Ashura, and the practice in Muharram, and practice on every Monday, the practice on every Thursday. So these are the practices of fastings which are required to be continued off and on. Not continuously, but sometimes to be continued and sometimes to be discontinued, so that the process of purification continues constantly in our life. When we will continue it in our life, we will gain the purification level by level, and we will upgrade our process of self-purification and process of spiritual enlightenment. Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam provided the cultural salvation to the mankind also. Why? Because he promoted the knowledge in the history of mankind. He promoted philosophy in the history of mankind. He promoted science and the lust of scientific research for the mankind. He gave the scientific facts. He revealed scientific facts 1400 years before, which were never known to the mankind of that time. He revealed scientific facts. He revealed the facts of medicine. He revealed the facts of medical science. He revealed the facts of embryology. He revealed the facts of anatomy. He revealed the facts of astronomy. He revealed the facts of cosmology. He revealed the facts of physiology. Whether it was human science or social science or natural science, whether it was physics, astrophysics, whether it was related to the creation of mankind, whether it was related to the chemical evolution of human life, whether it was related to the physical and biological and embryological development of embryo in the womb of mother, whether it was related to the creation of fetus in the womb of mother, whether it was related to the 3 veils and 3 layers with which the womb of mother was consisted and compromised, whether it was revealed with the various 7 developmental stages of embryo, right from the fertilization of ovum up till the existence of fetus in the womb of mother. whether it existed in various 6 periods of the creation of world, whether it was related with various 6 stages of chemical evolution of human life, the stage of every aspect of science, these were revealed by Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the science of today came to know that those facts which are being revealed to the scientists of today in present decade, these were accurately mentioned by Holy Prophet in Holy Quran and Sunnah. Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, declared the fact 1400 years before, that after 42 days of the embryo in the womb of mother, when 42 days and nights pass, this is hadith of Sahih Muslim. Hadith of Sahih Muslim. Holy Prophet ﷺ said, when 42 nights pass on the embryo in the womb of mother, then angel comes to the womb and the life of the embryo starts. This was the tradition of Holy Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, that life starts in the embryo in the form of fetus. When embryo is converted into fetus, life starts after 42 nights have passed. And this has been revealed now on the modern embryology and anatomy, that the life starts in embryo in the form and in fetus right after 7 weeks, between 42 and 45 nights. And the modern scientists and embryologists, they are astonished how these facts were revealed to Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam when there was no microscopic studies. It is stated, يَخْلُقُكُمْ فِي بُطُونِ أُمَّهَاتِكُمْ خَلْقًا مِّن بَعْدِ خَلْقٍ فِي ظُلُمَاتٍ ثَلَاثٍ. Allah is your Lord who creates you in the womb of mother in 3 layers of darkness. 3 layers of darkness. Dr. Keith Moore and modern embryologists of today, they are astonished to say that through microscopic study